Hi guys, my name is Ndeendah from Ndeendah Exclusive Crochets, and I want to show you how to make this beautiful ribbed beanie. Let's get into it. So to start us off, for material, you'll need 2 balls of medium weight yarn. If you want, you can use chunky yarn, but this gives better results. So either you use this medium weight yarn or you use the very thin stranded yarn and double strand it. But for I'm going to use this 2 balls of medium weight yarn. We're also going to be using a 3.25 millimeter crochet hook. You can use a 3.5 millimeter crochet hook. Again, you can use whatever size of a hook that you prefer, but the smaller the hook, the better the result. And finally, a pair of scissors. We'll start by pulling the yarn from the middle. It's easier pulling the yarn from the middle to avoid tangling of the yarn. To do the flat base of the hat, you will need to start with a circle. So you can either choose to do the magic ring or you can chain 4 and continue with it. So I'll chain 4 and then we'll create a circle out of it. After chaining your 4 chains, you're going to attach on the very first chain and create a circle. So you will close it off using a slip stitch. This is how it looks like. Do not worry about how it looks like, but we're going to make something out of it. So after this, we'll chain 2 and then continue. Once you chain 2, at the very here, there's a middle. In this very middle, you're going to create 11 double crochets. So when you do those 11 double crochets, this one included, you'll have 12 double crochets. So do those 11 double crochets in the middle of this circle, and then we'll meet after that. So just to show you where the middle is, you will yarn over and then here there's a middle. You put your yarn, your hook there, then grab your yarn and create a double crochet. So you'll do that until you have, 11 double crochets. I have done my 11 double crochets, as you can see. So I want to attach this to the very first stitch that we did to make a proper circle and to close off this circle. So you remember this first stitch that you did? At the very top here, you'll see that V stitch. That is where you place your hook and then you close off with a slip stitch, sorry. And you have a circle. We now want to go to our second row. So what we're going to do, now we have our full circle and that's the first row. Onto the second row, what we're going to do, you're going to chain 2. And on each and every stitch that you see this spaces right here, here, and here, you're going to do 2 double crochets in each of them. So make sure you have 2 double crochets in each of all those stitches. Starting with this one, we have 1 stitch here, and on the very same stitch, we're going to add 1 double crochet. So as you can see, I've added 1 more double crochet and I have 2 double crochets. Now I'm going to put 2 double crochets in each and every of those stitches. I am done increasing. I have done 2 double crochets in each and every stitch. So what I'm gonna do is close off this and I'm gonna close off this. You remember this very first stitch right on top here, and I will close it off with a slip stitch. And we have our circle. Next, we are moving on to row 3, and as usual, you start by chaining 2. So on the next row, what we're going to be doing, we'll be alternating two double crochets, one double crochet, two double crochets, one double crochet. So we'll start with two, and on this same chain, on this same, stitch, we'll add one double crochet. And then because now we have two double crochets and we've said we're alternating two, one, two, one. On this next stitch, we're going to do one double crochet. So next stitch, two double crochets. Next stitch, one double crochet. Next stitch, two double crochets. Oh, sorry. Two double crochets. Next stitch, one double crochet. Next, two double crochets, on the same stitch. Next stitch, one double crochet. You'll go on and on like that until we come to the end here. I'm done with, my third row. And as usual, I want to close this off, and I will close this off using a slip stitch. So remember that first part there. You just put your hook there, and then you close it off with a slip stitch. Moving on to the fourth row, we're gonna chain two, one, two, and now on this row we're going to be alternating two double crochets, one double crochet, one double crochet, two double crochets, one double crochet, one double crochet. So two, one, one, two, one, one, two, one, one. So definitely to start off, we'll start off with here we add another double crochet on the same stitch here. So now that we have two double crochets, the next stitch is going to be one, the next stitch is going to be one, and then the next one is going to be two. So these are two, and then one. On the next one, we do one, and then now on the next one, we do two double crochets. Two double crochets on the same stitch. We have two double crochets. Now we're going to do one double crochet on the next stitch, one double crochet on the next stitch, one double crochet on the next stitch, and then two double crochets. One, two. And then now again, one double crochet. One double crochet. Oops. And then now two double crochets. So we'll alternate like that until we are on the last stitch. So it's two double crochets, one, one, two double crochets, one, one, two double crochets, one, one. I'm at the end of the fourth row. As usual, you attach, you close this off with a slip stitch, sorry. You close that off with a slip stitch. And now you can see the circle is getting bigger and bigger. So let's move on to the next row. Definitely, we start with chaining two. And now for this row, we're going to alternate two double crochets, one, 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 two double crochets. So it's two double crochets and then three, one double crochets and then double crochet. Two double crochet, three, one double crochet, two double crochets. So let me show you how we're going to do it. Now we definitely start by adding another double crochet here. So we have two double crochets, and then we'll do three one double crochets in each stitch. So one, two, three, and then now on the next stitch we do two double crochets on the same stitch, two. We'll alternate like that until we're on the end. So I'll show you one more last time and then I'll continue off camera. So we have our two double crochets here. So the next stitch is gonna be one, and then another one, and then another one. Those are three. And then now we do two double crochets. One, two. So ensure that you alternate that way until this end. And then I'm gonna show you how we are going to move to the next stitch, to the next row, sorry. I am at the end of my fifth row. So we're gonna close this off using a slip stitch. And that's it. So we move to row 6. I will explain to you how to do row 7, 8, 9, 10, and according to how large you want the size of the top to be, because that is what is going to determine the fitting size. And then after that, we're going to show how to do the other part of the beanie other than the top. For row 6, we'll start with chaining 2. So one thing you've noticed, every time you're moving to the next row, you're going to be starting by a chain of 2. And then now for this row, as you've noticed, from row 3, we did two double crochets, one double crochet, two double crochets, one double crochet. Now for this, the next one was two double crochets, one, one, two, one, one. This other one was two, one, 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 two, one, 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 two, one, one, one. Now for this one is going to be two double crochets in the same stitch, and then four, one double crochets, and then two double crochets. So it will be two, one, 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 two. Okay. So for the next rows, you'll just be increasing the number of, one double crochets between the two double crochets in one stitch. I am done increasing. As you can see, I have 10 rows. So this is the standard size for normal head. But if you like it bigger, you can increase. You can do up to 12 or 15 rows, depending on how big you want it to be. If you want it smaller, you can do maybe up to 9 rows or 8 rows. But standard size is 10 rows. So we are done with increasing. Now let's move to the next row. For the next row, we'll definitely start with chaining 2. Every time you're moving to the next row, you start with chaining 2. Unlike how we were increasing on these other rows, on this row, we will not increase. So we are going to do one double crochet in each and every stitch until we're at the end. So we'll do one double crochet in each stitch till the end. I'm at the end of the row that I did not increase. This is the 11th row. I will seal it off. And yeah, so you can notice that the heart has started forming a curve shape, and that is because we were not increasing. So now we want to work on the body part of the beanie. This is how it's supposed to look like. Now, for the next row, definitely you chain 2. This is where we're going to start the ribbing part of the beanie. That is going to be mostly the body part of the beanie. So we're going to be doing front and back posts. So this is how we do it. So you have your one crochet. You see this next double crochet here, you do a front post. So that means you take your crochet hook, you put it behind this double crochet, and then protrude your crochet hook to the front part and then make a double crochet. So that's a front post. You might not see it right now, but when you proceed, you will see it. That's a front post. Now the next one is going to be a back post. So we're going to be alternating front post, back post, front post, back post. Now let's do a back post because we did a front post. So we're going to do a double crochet. Now you go to the back of this next double crochet. You put your crochet hook in front of it. You move it like that. The hook protrudes from the back, and then you do a double crochet. So let's do another one. So we've done our back post. The next one is going to be a front post. And then you do your double crochet. And then we do the back post. And then you do a double crochet. Next, front post, double crochet. And then next, back post. And then double crochet. Front post, like I said, you have your crochet hook, you have this double crochet here. You put your crochet hook, make sure the hook is protruding from the front side. That's how you know it's a front post. And then you do a double crochet. Back post, you do that. So for the back post, you have your next double crochet, you insert your hook and make sure your hook is protruding from the back side. And then you do a double crochet. So you'll keep alternating front post and then, back post until we are at the end. You can see it started forming the ribbing parts. So this is usually maybe the tricky part, but after this first row, it's gonna be easier. So let's do it. When we come to the end, I'm gonna show you how to proceed. I am done with the first row of the front and back post stitches. This is the first row of our ribbing. And closing off, you still do the same thing. So you close it off with a slip stitch. So this is how it looks like. Moving to the next row, you chain two, and then you just follow your stitches. So front post, back post. So this is the front post we have here. So you will just do the same thing you've been doing, do a double crochet there. And then we have the next one, which is a back post. And then you do your back post double crochet. So this is now easier because you have the front and back posts visible. So that is what you're going to do. And you will make as many rows as possible because we are going to fold to create a brim. So do as many rows as possible. I will be doing that off camera and I will come show you how the result looks like. So yeah. So here is front post, back post. You'll do the same thing when you get to the end. You will seal it off, close off that space, chain two, same thing, chain two, same thing. So do as many rows as possible, and then I'll see you when I am done. So I am done working on my beanie. As you can see, I have done the body part. These are 25 rows of front post, back post. And if you like, you can do more rows. If you like, you can do less rows. But this works for me because this is the perfect size for what I would prefer. So this works. If you like, you can do them more. If you like, you can do them less. So as usual, we're just gonna close off the same way you've been doing, and you close off with a slip stitch, and you know you just close it off, and instead of chaining two, you cut, fasten off the end. How I usually make sure that this loose end of mine is not being seen, I will turn my project inside out. So you see this side, that is the inside part. You don't have to like completely turn it inside out. And then I will sew it in. So you can see you have a seamless finish. So this is how our beanie is looking like so far. And now to make it look like the beanie, we'll fold this part for it to have a brim. Depends with how big or how small you want the brim, but I will fold mine like that. And there you go. You have your beanie ready to wear.